Okay, I think we are now recording. Thank you for being with us. I know the current market situation is not that good. However, Herity Network does not stop. Okay? Therefore, we have made a partnership a long time ago with these incredible gentlemen. Their project is named Catacomb Crawlers. This is a gaming project. Their team has lots of experience, and you will be rocked because they're very professional. They have experience in tech development, in gaming development, as well as crypto development. So it's going to be very, very interesting. One of the best AMAs that maybe we have had, one of the best projects that we have had so far. So let's start. But first, I would like to remind you that Herity Network provides a seed opportunity to any crypto project. Basically, you need to own the Herity token. Due to the partnerships that we have had with Catacomb Crawlers, the ratio will be, if you have one Herity token, you'll be able to buy one BSD BEP20 smart chain in Catacomb Crawlers. Also, best 3 questions that we will have in this particular AMA, as well as the Romanian AMA that will be in 1 hour or so, will be rewarded with 1,000 Herity tokens. 3 questions. Now, I would let the team present themselves, and I think they have something in store for us, like a presentation or a pitch deck. I'll kindly ask them to introduce themselves, what they do, what experience they have, as well as this incredible gaming project, which I think has the chance to be in the top 10 gaming projects in the world. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Microphone. Sorry.
Microphone. I don't think... No, we don't hear you.
I think it has to be turned on from Telegram. Okay, a little bit of technical issues.
Don't worry. Okay, it's live, it's normal, it's natural. Crypto is about emotions, so if there is a tech difficulty, it's no problem. Until Florin, I think the best way would be to get out of the AMA and then come back. Until then, I think Sander or Katmai Radesh can provide their answers.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'll start. My name is Radesh Dumitrescu. I'm also called Katmai. I've been in the crypto industry since 2017. I've been working as co-founder of the Wolfpack, and we've been managing that community ever since. I've also have a background in technology. I've worked for IBM, and then I quit going as a serial investor and entrepreneur ever since 2008. So there's that. And here we are with my friends, Xander and Florin. We've been we just connected together about 8 or 9 years ago. We've played games together. Then we thought it would be a good idea to put our skills to the test together so that we can build some things. So yeah, we just had a good relationship over the years, and it come to this, to Catacomb Crawlers, which is the first. Well, I'll let Xander and Florin, if he solved these technical issues, to go forward, and then we'll move with the game presentation. Sounds good?
Yeah. That sounds good. Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
Crystal clear. Let's go. Let's do it.
So, I'm into Florin. In the past, I worked with different crypto and gaming projects. I've helped to list on exchange on exchange to find good market-making teams, form strong connections with known investors, and I've also learned everything that's needed to manage a crypto project. And besides that, I also have a small offline business, which is a gaming pub. And
he makes good coffee there.
I don't really have a really big background because I'm still pretty young, but yeah.
That's good.
All right.
That's good experience. And last but not least, Sander, let's go it.
Hey guys, I'm Cârjaliu Alexandru Cătălin. I am the co-founder and the art director at Catacomb Crawlers. Over the past 10 years, I've worked for different companies such as Riot Games, Valve, Square Enix, even Immutable. I've been doing for them 2D and 3D art, and recently I've decided to make a game of our own with my friends I've met on these games. And here we are today, trying to do the impossible and bring out the best crypto game out there.
Wow, I can see someone share the screen. This is amazing.
Yes,
Guys, I'm truly impressed with your experience and background, and I'm really happy that you don't need to contract a specific team to do the work for you. You have those members in your team, and you will actually, let's say, will not spend much money in developing the project, and to be built in-house. This is a rare thing to do, and I would like to congratulate you. Now, let's see what presentation you have got for us.
Right, so let me start. So this is Catacomb Crawlers, and this is quite the first ARPG roguelike game in crypto. There's a bunch of roguelike games in the world, but this is the first in crypto. So we've been trying to focus on emotions here. So the emotions that we bring in the game are like courage, knowledge, and you're able to go and scour some dungeons with your friends, or alone, or with your friends, and then you're able to like participate in monthly events. And as you progress through these dungeons and you level up your hero, you'll be able to find items or pieces of items in the form of NFTs that you're able to like craft and just like move up to the rarity scale and improve the value. So these NFTs will be able to be used in game, or you'll be able to participate in events with them, or you'll be able to sell them on the marketplace, trade them with other players. And this game, it's supposed to be played on mobile first, but then we'll be working on launching on PC and also the metaverse. And as the economy of the game, it's just going to be like a token system reward. We'll have we've been trying actually to look into what gives a game strength, a token economy strength. So this will be like a burn mechanism and a staking mechanism to like control the flow of and the value token. So we'll be looking to focus on making the token value building directly to our game performance and to our game and community growth. So that's kind of it from this point of view.
Okay, I think we should start with the team. Sander, can you present?
Yeah, we've already introduced ourselves, so I will cover the other guys. Luca Gomezel is our main 2D and 3D artist. Alex Rutek is our music composer. Isaac Freire, our splash artist, and me, Jijong, is our concept artist.
Yeah,
like
sorry.
Hey, let's not forget about the cherry on top of the cake.
Oh yeah, I forgot about cherry.
Christos Papas, he's our experienced game developer, like literally game developing like C# and other languages. He's been in this industry for over 20 years. So yeah, this is the core team.
We have other members presented on the website, so feel free to check everyone. So. Okay. Mainly, we have found many problems in the gaming, in the crypto industry, in the GameFi space in the crypto industry. Like most of the games usually suffer from inflation. So in order to solve that problem, we're going to use 4% out of 5% from our NFTs marketplace transaction fee into burn and constant staking to reduce the inflation that it's usually added to the games just because of the rewards. Okay. Another problem we have found is usually the low adoption in the gaming communities. Mostly the games are not actually properly designed for the gamers. Mainly they're mostly designed just for the investors. We are trying to solve that by coming with a game that is really well optimized, that can be played on every device with affordable NFTs, with an interesting system and the gameplay that has been researched for more than like 4 months. We have searched with which kind of game generally fits the best for our game. So yeah, usually roguelike games tends to have around $1 to $2 million in the first months from their launch. Okay. Another problem we have found is usually the games in the GameFi ecosystem usually have a quite limited reward system. So basically, after the tokens are usually added into circulation, they actually have to come with another token, and yeah, the story goes on. We found somehow a new idea to solve that. So instead of making another token and put more pressure on the first one, we are going to use 25% from our in-game revenue, in-game monthly revenue, to buy back as a tokens buyback and give them as extra rewards. And in this way, we'll also increase the token price by the time. So it's basically a two-win system that's gonna actually help the token and the game as well. Basically, the better the game will be, the token price will increase. Okay, so for the last point, usually from what we have seen, most of the games are either too high or they have too high or too low graphical quality for mass adoption. So yeah, and they mainly focus only on metaverse. Yeah, metaverse is a good thing to have right now, but it's not enough. Like, it doesn't have the adoption needed. So we know that the biggest gaming communities are on mobiles. There are about 3 billion gamers right now. So our main focus will be first on mobiles, and then we are going to have everything else after. Okay. About our revenue model, we are going to, it's going to come from NFT sales, 1% from the marketplace transaction fee, and in-game chest and battle pass and other stuff that's usually common in every game on mobile or everything else. We don't actually have a main competitor when it comes to the game genre, but if we but we can consider that most of the games in the blockchain environment are kind of are some competition for us. But we have okay. And here we have the main advantages that we have for compared to our competition. We have a free-to-play model. Basically, everyone will be able to play without investing at first. We'll have a play-to-earn system, better graphical quality. We'll have engaging and action-based gameplay. We'll have unlimited champions variety, like like Red Game does. They usually come with a champion every once in a time, so they can bring more diversity to the game, which makes it more interesting. So people, so our gamers, or our players won't get bored from it. Will be accessible on every device, and yeah, we'll have a better and unlimited economical design, which is a double reward system that I've mentioned before. Like, besides the one that's commonly used, we are going to use the 25% to as a token buyback and give extra rewards. About the marketing plan, we are going to use what usually Riot Games does. So we already started to make animated splash arts with unique soundtracks for every champion. Like, everything we have is done in-house, nothing took from the internet or assets or anything else, which we have seen that it's commonly on the games in the blockchain environment. Will also come with in-game trailers and cinematics, unlimited amount of quality characters, like I've mentioned before, for diversity, champion spotlights, like every champion will be presented in its own way. Every champion will have also its own story, like it's not going to be one story for the game, we'll have a ever-expanding story. Will come with constant AMAs, development showcase, devlogs on YouTube, social media marketing, and influencer marketing push. And that's basically our
baby.
Yeah.
Guys, first of all, congratulations on the visuals. For those of you who have not checked the Catacomb Crawlers website, I would kindly advise to do so, because their visuals and their, I would say, art, you know what, I will say art, is out of this world. So congratulations. I have not seen this type of visual, let's say, skills in crypto ever. So congratulations on that. Their website is really, really cool. Look at these fantastic, how do you call them? Heroes, right?
Yeah, they're heroes.
Heroes, champions.
This is truly great.
Yeah, and if you scroll down to the gallery, you'll be able to see something cool that we've posted there. So just to showcase that we're doing everything in-house, in the gallery we have like the initial flow from the hand-drawn sketches and how it goes into the final character. So it just shows like the amount of work and how everything goes into getting a finished product and what it entitles. And I think that's one of the things that we're going to show off with the Twitch live streams, because I believe that, like sometimes people want to see what goes beyond this creative process and what it takes for an artist to make this work. And hopefully maybe it will inspire some curious minds that they want to learn these things, and maybe we'll be able to do just that.
Exactly. Like today you might be playing our game, tomorrow you might be working for us.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, I really appreciate that you guys also with me when Florin talked when Florin talked with me the first time, I did not know a lot of stuff, but with him he had the patience to explain, and it's good to educate your audience when it comes to crypto games, to games in the crypto industry. So I think you are doing the right thing, and through education, future investors can know where to invest. So this is a good thing, and you're doing something, and you're giving back to the audience. This is good. And the tokenomics thingy, I have spent like 30 minutes seeing it. If you stay longer, those demons will talk. Just FYI.
Okay. And I actually want to apologize for my emotions, but I'm a bit nervous. And yeah,
it's okay to be nervous. You know why? Because you're a good developer. You don't need to spend around talking with other people on the internet. You just need to work. This is what you do, and you should not excuse yourself, because I know what you can do in developing. So there we go. Okay, this is very interesting. Guys, I will go ahead and tell you that it's a bittersweet surprise, so please take it with a bit of salt. We here at Herity Network, we are very transparent when it comes to onboarding new projects, and within our team, we select specific questions that we consider to be sometimes not rude, but uncomfortable. So I would kindly ask you to give me just a ballpark response on some of them. I know on some questions you will not be allowed due to some NDAs, but maybe you can give us some hints and, of course, respond to some of our questions. Then, after that, we will take some questions for the audience. I would like to remind the audience, top 3 questions on the English and Romanian AMA will be rewarded with 1,000 Herity token. The first question is, this is actually... this is my research. I know that there are a lot of gaming projects out there that they promote themselves, right, through different influencers, crypto VIPs, and whatnot. But usually they turn out to be scams, or they have this amazing delays. Can you please tell me something about this? And of course, what makes you different from other gaming projects? And this is the first question. And the second, I actually have 3 questions within this first question. So maybe you should reply to the first 1A question, and then we will shift towards the other.
Okay.
So what makes your project different from others?
What makes our project different? So the difference is we are not just some random people that decided to make a game out there. We've been friends for many years. We've produced games before, not only for ourselves, but for some clients as well. So we have the experience and the pipeline to develop video games. That's mostly the biggest difference.
We're also members of our own crypto communities, so I believe that if we're trying to be successful, we have to take care of our communities, and beyond that, this is our passion. So it's just like one of those things that we just want to build so that we can put our dreams into reality.
Wow.
And we're also planning to do something that nobody else is doing in terms of video games development, and that's sharing the journey with the community. Like, we're doing something, you gotta be there and see how we're doing it. We're not gonna make you wait for a long time. So back to your question, sometimes things might get delayed, but at least from our end, you will know why is it delayed, because you'll see what we're doing all the time.
Yeah.
Wow, yes, and there's also the lack of research. Like, most of the projects don't usually bring enough research into their projects. They are going just for a easy cash grab and nothing more. First of all, you have to take care of your project and make it to be successful. Like, we did our research before we actually started to develop it and make it more.
So basically, we have a motto here at Herity Network, and our motto says, we are here to stay. And I can see that Catacomb Crawlers is here to stay as well on a long term, not as Florin said, a quick cash grab. Yeah. I have 2 follow-up questions, because I've seen a lot of interesting stuff, man. I mean, those visuals are crazy. And it can be an uncomfortable question. Actually, I have 2 more questions. Can you please tell me how much funds you have spent so far, or how many days or hours you have spent so far? Because at this stage, I think money equals hours spent personally by your team members, right? So just a ballpark response.
Right. So in terms of real cash spent, we've spent around 50K, but that's out of our own pockets.
Wow.
But if you count the time we've spent, like, from the good of our heart, because it's our project, then I don't know, it goes way, way beyond.
Yes, wow. I mean, if we had to put that in money, it's reduced to a third or maybe more, like the amount of investment.
Guys, this is the new. You're actually representing the new era of crypto, where when you need to provide a product or the beginning of a product, not just an idea. Hey, I have an idea. Let's raise $1 million. I'm really happy to see that your project is actually involved also with personal investments and personal time. And I have a question from.
If I may add something here, so because you were mentioning about like having a product or the beginning of a product, we opted to have on the website not a CGI trailer, not some animated stuff. So what you see on the website, it's actually a playable alpha build that it's running on our developer device. So what you see is actually like the first stage of the game, how the movement is done. It just doesn't have the UI put there. So we just thought that, like, if we're coming to see investors, we'd better show them like the part of the working product as opposed to just like some a white paper and some dreams.
Yeah, it is basically working, but we don't have an UI yet, and there are a lot of systems that have to be implemented. But the core of the game is there. It's not fake gameplay. It's not pre-rendered stuff. It's all live.
Yeah, you can see the assets, the music, the textures, and everything.
Yeah, I can also present some videos with how the game progressed later. After that call, I'll share it in the chat. So,
wow,
yeah.
That's good. That's nice. Well, we have a colleague. He's very into. He's so passionate about gaming and stuff like that. And I have to ask you this question: why do you use Unity Engine and not Unreal Engine? I'm sorry if I sound stupid, but I have no idea what these things are. So, a question from one of our colleagues: why do you use Unity Engine and not Unreal Engine?
Hey,
What's
just
the difference
these
between
two?
them?
Like, why hasn't he asked about Amazon Lumberyard or CryEngine as well? There's like many engines out there. So the short question is, we've developed games in Unity before, so we're comfortable with this engine. Unreal Engine, it is like technically a bit more advanced, but at the same time offers more options for complete beginners. Like there are a lot of procedural things you could do in there, like blueprints. So it is a bit better for prototyping, but when it comes down to advanced game coding, it's tougher because it's in C++ and you have to do a lot of memory management, while Unity is using C#. And yeah, our main developer has over 10 years of experience in Unity.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, now another uncomfortable question. I know it's written in the contract between your company. By the way, Catacomb Crawlers has a legal company backing the project, so it's Herity Network, therefore a legal contract. But I just want to, reassure our community, the funds that you will raise through Herity Network Seed platform, what you will actually use it?
We're going to use it to form our community, in development for the game, and we also want to make the backend for our website. So, yeah, basically that's it for the seed sale.
And of course, for the next step
Yeah.
as well, moving along the crypto journey.
Yes,
okay,
of course.
Another question: at the current moment, if you were to give a percentage in regards to the game, let's see, 0 when you started and 100% when you finish it, could you give us a percentage where you're right now, currently, with the developing of the game?
I think we're about halfway. Let's
Wow.
say 50%. We have most of, like if we're talking for the open beta, we have all the characters designs. We have the basic systems. All we have to do is to implement the rest of the art, the UI, and the combat system, and then it's going to be ready for open beta.
Now, that being said, do you think it's possible for you to provide, let's say, priority access to the seed investors, like beta testers?
If the game gets in a state where it's usable for everyone, of course, sure. Okay. We can share a demo. But in order to achieve that, we need to have an important system implemented, and more than anything, an UI, so people could actually understand what they're doing into the demo. Or we could just give them what we have, they get spawned on the map, and they kill stuff around.
I see. That's interesting. That I think our community and the seed investors will be happy to hear that. But speaking about seed investors, I understood that you guys will offer some sort of a reward if a certain amount of funds are invested in the seed phase, right?
Yeah.
Yes, basically we are going to give to anyone who will invest about $300 in our project. They will also get a mythical NFT that's going to help him in the future in the game. Like they will be able to get rewards by owning that NFT, or
Oh,
simply just sell it on the NFT marketplace.
so
That NFT will be Vlad the Impaler, which is a representation of Vlad Tepes. We can actually present it.
wow, let me see it.
Just 1 second. I'll have to find it.
So I will need to buy at a certain amount, and I will receive this particular NFT, right?
Yes, but the NFT will also be given when the marketplace will be up, so not
Okay.
just it. Okay, I have found it. I'll share it.
Yeah.
This is basically our representation of Vlad Tepes in our game.
Oh.
Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad the Impaler.
I'm gonna tell you what, this guy looks handsome. Nice job, guys.
Yeah,
Nice.
basically everyone who will own that NFT will get extra rewards. Like it works like a staking somehow, but it gives rewards from the from both reward system, like from the usual in-game system that's commonly used in every game, and from the second one that's who's made from the 25% tokens buyback.
And how much they need to purchase in the seed phase to get that NFT? Can you say it again?
$300.
$300 USD, and they will receive an NFT just like this one. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, now I know that you have two strong partners, and as I told you at the beginning, I'm not a, let's say, I don't know that many, let's say, gaming projects. I'm into a different type of, let's say, blockchain projects. But I know one thing. I know from the gaming industry, Immutable X, and they are your partners. So that is pretty sick. And of course, another great partner that you have is Babylon's. Can you please tell us a little bit more about these two partners that you have? And also, I know everyone in the Herity community knows us, but I know that for a fact, I know that I know there's an NDA between us, and some of the things you're not allowed to tell the community until that party approves or agrees. But I know that you have spoken with other launchpads as well as VCs and other, let's say, important, let's say, crypto centralized exchanges. Do you think you can tell us something about that? So the first question is regarding your partners, and the second question is the one that I have asked now regarding future development and launchpads, VCs, and centralized crypto exchanges, where you're going to list.
Yeah, sure. I could talk about Immutable X since I've been working with them since I think 2018, when they've reached me out to do some work for their first game, Gods Unchained. By that time, they were called, I think, fuelgames.io. By that time, I didn't even know it was a blockchain game, so I was a bit surprised when the game came out. It was like a Hearthstone replica, but surprise, with cards as I don't know, like NFTs. I think those were NFTs. You could purchase and sell the cards with Ethereum. It was pretty cool. And after a while, I started work with them again on their newest game, Guild of Guardians.
Oh.
Yeah, I've made some NFTs for that game as well, which is in open beta, I think. I've tested it out. Pretty cool game. And then I was like, hey guys, we've been working together for so long. Why not partner up and let us use your technology into our game? And they were like, hell yeah. Like, why didn't you ask earlier? So yeah, this is pretty much.
I think I've heard something that I actually played. You said something Gods Unchained?
Yeah, Gods Unchained.
You worked for that project?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing it, so wow. Because I played that game. That is an awesome game. Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool game.
Nice experience. Good. What about the other stuff that I asked? Can you guys tell us something, or that will be a breach of your NDA?
Okay, so we Babylons are actually incubating our project, so they are connecting us with more partners, investors, big investors. They're basically setting up connections, and as the other thing they are doing, they are also having a launchpad for NFTs, like launchpad.
Interesting.
And yeah, we are actually in discussion with many big names, like with Gate.io. They're asking for updates daily. Like,
wow.
Besides, we also have connection with Huobi. We also have connection with other exchanges. And besides that, we discussed with Beanstarter, CDFI, Engine Starter, like many more.
Engine Starter, like the project engine?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, okay. And we don't want to say hop before we jump, but it's highly possible IMX will back us up probably in the future.
Wow. I feel so little when you guys told us these big names, and I know for a fact some of them, and they're top of the line, so congratulations on that. Wow, that's truly amazing. One last question, and then I will take questions from the community if they want to ask a question live, or if they want to do it in text on the official English Herity channel. Remember, 3 best questions will bring you 1,000 hair in reward. So last question. This is from me directly. I'm from Mr. McAvey, our CEO, Mr. Alexandru McAvey. I think you somehow responded to this question during your pitch deck, which was pretty good. I know for a fact, after my research and the Herity team research, that a lot of these projects, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Maybe I could see some new joiners in our chat. So many of these gaming projects offer rewards, play and earn, right? But that puts a specific pressure on accumulating those tokens and putting the selling pressure. If I was to invest in your project, what plan will you apply in order to, let's say, take out any possible accumulation from the, let's say, the gamers, and why not a possible dump? And that is my last question.
Yes, basically is the first thing we mentioned with the marketplace fee mostly goes into active burn that solves the inflation problem. So that's the first, and also we are going to move apart to staking. So we'll incentivize people to hold their token for a longer period. Since it's an unlimited staking, basically they can just it's never going to end. So yeah, and other than that, we are going to invest the 25% from our game revenue into tokens buyback, which will also increase the token price. So instead of like putting pressure on the project, we're going to move it up without needing extra hype or extra communities. As long as our game is going to be good, like and work properly. And yeah, we are going
So
to move up.
basically, you came out with a formula that if in case or indeed the gamer will accumulate some of the tokens, he will not have a price impact that will, let's say, influence others investors, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well,
And we
we'll do
also
our
know
best.
that, and we also know the fact that the best marketing is when the people see green, mostly when the market is down. So if we are going to come with that method to increase our token price, we'll also gain extra investors just because of that.
We'll be constantly looking to monitor the game economy, and for instance, we'll be adding the events, the monthly events. We'll probably be trying to like give more utility to the token, because like if you give more utility to the token, and if it just like flows around, also for like in staking, in the burn, in many other mechanisms, then like you get to like it will eventually end up stabilizing. So it all depends on making a high volume token. So that's our goal.
Like if we would have to say to make a to compare the revenue that X Infinity gained in the last year, they had like $1.3 billion revenue, which will mean about over 300 million going back to our token. So yeah, that's quite a lot.
Over a year.
Guys, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay.
So already, by the way, anyone can ask a question live. Just press on the mic button and pop your question over the AMA. If not, I could see some of the community members already asking some questions, so I'll go ahead. If it's okay with you guys, I'll go ahead and read them, and maybe you can take turns and responding them. We have like 14, 15 minutes left. So first question from Christy. I might have missed this aspect, but have you thought of integrating a guild system in order to allow the creation of teams to make the game more attractive and rise motivation along players? Example, Trivian, although it is another type of game.
Yes, we're actually thinking of that, but first we had to make a good ecosystem for our tokens. So we are still in discussions about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're actually planning to call them clans, not guilds.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there will be like a few battle modes, so you'll be able to go like single, then you'll be able to go like co-op, and then we're thinking about how we'll be able to make our characters progress so that you'll be able to do like PvP. So there's that. Beyond that, well, I think that answers it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Let me see another question from Claudio. You talked about the team's experience as game developers. Could you tell us some popular gaming companies you have worked for besides Gods Unchained?
So for Valve, we worked for Dota Underlords, Riot Games equals League of Legends. Then we have Square Enix with Final Fantasy, the online version, and also Warhammer 40k. And there were a couple of small mobile games we've made for different Asian developers, but about those we cannot really talk because it's part of the NDA.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting, guys. I've heard some of those names, and I'm not a gamer, so that's pretty cool. From Patran Yagula, how do you guys want to be part from the other? How do you guys want to be apart from the other games, roguelike or not, regarding the visuals? Because I see there is quite a lot of anime manga influence. I mean that if someone wants to stand out among others, you really have to be quite original.
So hold on a second. It's not gonna be an anime or manga influence. It's more like dark style, something close to Diablo or I don't know, like Darksiders. And what sets us apart from other games, it's not necessarily that it's roguelike, because there are a lot of roguelike games out there, but none of them are crypto. So our game will be the first one with crypto technology. And in terms of visuals, there aren't many games with good visuals in crypto space. I hope that answers the question.
Okay, let's move on to the next question from Lucian. I have a question. What is the plan for seed raised money? Lucian, please go ahead and check the recording. They said they will develop some stuff and they will use it to grow their community and invest in the project. Herity has a contract on that particular amount of funds, but please check the recording because we're losing time. From Petrus, what is your target audience and how would you cater to those that have less time to invest in your project? Parents with jobs, for example. This is interesting.
That's an interesting question, but what do you mean less time to invest? Parents with jobs, right? Xander, can you help me out?
Hey, like even parents with jobs play Candy Crush and Coin Master and you name it. They could always swap to play our game and get rewarded instead of paying cash to help them advance through those games. So we're doing the reverse thing.
Yes, and also the game is not gonna be actually a hard one, but it's gonna be fun and easy and nice to master. Like we did like I've said, we did some research and on mobile about 80% of the players are going for casual games. So basically, we are going to make something that's gonna be easy to play, but pretty fun.
Yeah, and in terms of target audience, we're aiming to go for both crypto and non-crypto folks. Like we need everyone. We need to introduce them that are not into crypto into the crypto world.
Wow, that's interesting.
Like I've mentioned when we started to say something about the game, it's more directed to investors and not for gamers. We are actually trying to bring real gamers in games.
Yeah, our main focus is the gamers.
All right, so let's go over the next question. I'm trying to not to skip any question here. From Ant Crypto, on what operating systems will the game be playable, like PC, mobile devices, Android, iPhone, Huawei, etc.? As far as I know, it will be on mobile, but I'm going to let the experts talk.
Yeah, it's going to be basically in everything Unity can compile into. iPhone, Android, even Oculus, Quest, everything that can be done. We're not planning to let out any of the platforms, and we're planning to make it cross-platform, so you meet each other in the game no matter what platform you choose to play on.
Right. There's interesting questions from Alex. What would you say that your game can become a source of income for those in poor countries? Like Axie did. I think Axie Infinity is referring to, or I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's the main point of play-to-earn games. Like, basically that's. But we also having a double reward system will actually.
What Farin is trying to say that that could be an option, but what we're trying to do is make a fun game that the community can get involved in, that you can come on and participate in monthly events and just play it for fun. And if it happens that you also make some income out of it, okay, great. But like everything in this world is based on work. We're thinking that we should probably bring more fun and more having a good time. And if it earns people money, the more the better. But I think this is our goal.
Okay. I think this is a follow-up questions from Patran. Influence from manga or anime. I was referring to the character design. But I think we responded to that question.
Yeah, we did. So we don't go for anime or manga. We go for dark fantasy style.
Also, Petruso, follow-up question. I mean, a teen can stay 24/7 on his mobile phone, I think. Will he be advantaged in comparison with me that I can stay 1 or 2 hours? Well, Petrush, buy the
Obviously.
300 BUSD and grab the NFT, man, because it will give you more leverage in comparison with the teen. You know? Am I right, guys? Or
Yeah.
okay. A dear friend Vualtar. I know this person. Will you make your own assets inside Unity? Because from the trailer, the effects and the characters' movement are quite common. There we go.
Yeah. Everything we do is in-house and we implement them into Unity. There's nothing in the game trailer that's from Asset Store or anything like that. We don't do that kind of thing. We like to create our own original IPs.
Another question, and I think we will take just a few more, and then we will need to go on the Romanian AMA. From Elisa, as per the tokenomics, from where did you take the seed tokens? I cannot see the seed in tokenomics. Basically, Elisa, Herity Network is the first, let's say, launchpad where Catacomb crawlers are on. This is a unique chance for us and for our community before the big whales come in and before the big persons with big money come in the project. But I will let the gentleman answer your question.
Okay, so basically the seed sale is mentioned in the private sale. We did we just used another word for the seed sale.
Yes, but we are the first. I'm gonna emphasize on that because we are, let's say, a small and humble seed launchpad, and you guys are talking about big names, but we will be the first. So I'm really excited about that. From Bogdan, how many players do you think you will have that will play the game, and how many years do you think the game will be alive?
That's something that you never know, but as I said, after our research, like most of the roguelike games end up having about $1 to $2 million in the first months from their release. So basically, this game generally is quite popular and it's a really good one to focus on.
As far as I want to complete here. So as far as how much time do you think this game will be alive? This is our passion, so we're trying to do it as long as possible. And the other thing is that being in crypto, we're looking to leverage the community that we're going to build around the game. So we're trying to get people involved. We're trying to make these events for the lore. We're going to probably make contests with people and try to get creative people like we've seen in the community. In the communities that we've been a part of, get creative people to submit stories and try to make this really beautiful world. Sorry for my lighting, by the way. So yeah, I think that's one of the things that will give us longevity. First, us as creators and being a strong team, and then trying to leverage our community and trying to have the community all around us. Not just playing the game, not just being outside the game, but trying to get them involved within the game.
Wow, that's a good answer. 2 more questions, guys, and that's it. The character voices will be done by actors. Is there any story behind it?
Of course, we'll get Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, but no, we also have I promise you that we'll have at least one of the characters will be voiced by our lead developer because he has a great voice. We've done a previous game in the past, and he was he was the guy reading the story that I made, and he was just bang on, man. So yeah.
I'm not even joking. One game we've worked on in the past, Heroes of Newark, we had Samuel Jackson making the voice announcer for the game.
So there's always hope. There's always hope.
Yeah. Who knows?
Depends
on how much you love our game, guys. We can get it anywhere from that point.
maybe you can do like a selection through your community. I want to participate as well. I think I have a nice voice. Maybe you'll
Yeah,
grab me
sure,
as
why
well.
That's
not?
the thing I was saying about, like
Yeah.
the level of involvement that the community can have. It can be like all through story submissions or like voiceover, or maybe there'll be like some talented members of the community that want to create art
Yeah.
for the game. So
Yeah, actually, to answer Craig Carrot's question
Will
as
the
well,
community
it
be
is
able to send character models and be rewarded for it? Good
yeah,
opportunity for
it is highly possible if we will set up a quality standard, and if it will pass it, it is highly possible because as we said, compared to the other games, we want the community to feel like a part of it and to be a part of it. It's also a good model Dota 2 is also following, where they have the Steam Workshop, and the community members can submit their artwork and it gets implemented into the game.
Guys, I think that the time is up. We have to prepare for the
Can I
remaining
can I
AMA.
put one more question?
Yes.
Okay, congratulations until now. Looks very great for me. Also, I have two questions. First one, let's say your game is it's already here, it's live. How much time will take until Catacomb Crawlers will become financially independent? Like your profit and loss table will look great.
Yeah, basically we aim just from the start to make it as profitable as possible. Like it's not something.
Yeah, as long as we get all the characters out and NFTs that we've planned on already, it should be financially independent.
Okay, so from the first month, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last question: will you use growth hacking in terms of marketing, and will need to gain? You will need to gain visibility and build a user base. Will you use growth hacking strategies or other organic strategies in order to grow exponentially?
So mainly we're planning on organical growth, and that's by doing live streams and constantly sharing what we're doing. If that's what you're asking.
Will you have referral programs or?
We're thinking of that. We didn't actually set a referral program because, to implement it in a game, it's a bit harder than to implement in other things. So we have to try it first before we can actually say something about it. But mainly our marketing and growth mechanism for the game is similar to what Riot Games does. And they are doing a really great job since they are known everywhere. Our goal would be to make animated series like they did on Netflix maybe, and that's gonna bring a lot of hype.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Cool stuff.
Thank you a lot for the questions, man.
Thank you for the questions.
And hopefully, I don't know who actually asked the question, so maybe please leave your name here on the channel because I have no clue who just spoke. And if possible, to go ahead and visit our AMA on the Romanian channel. That will start actually in less than 1 minute. So thank you for coming with us on the English channel. Tomorrow, 19 p.m. CET, Catacomb Crawlers will go live on herityc.io. You just need 1 hair to buy 1 BUSD, minimum amount 50 BUSD, maximum 5,000 to keep away those big whales. And of course, let's say the team is Doxed. We have a legal contract with them, and we're super happy because their project can be on top. Thank you all for being with us. And for the rest of you, please join on the Romanian AMA. I will start it in less than 1 minute. Thank you for coming, guys, and see you in 1 minute.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.